Obviously a heartbreaking way to lose. What do you say to your team after a game like that?
Nothing you can say is going to make them feel any better, and just hope that they don't feel any worse. After you get through talking to them, you know, they played their hearts out. They executed the game plan. They knew what it came down to, and it was the whole game, not just the end of the game. It came down to free throws. I believe we shot 12 for 21, and we could have sealed the game at the end. You know, we had a couple of, a couple of situations where we didn't close out on one of their only real three-point shooting threat on the floor, and you know, she wasn't hitting throughout the game, but she had a couple of threes at the end of the game, and we stopped short of her. So, you know, now all of a sudden that's a three-point play. It closes it to 2. I thought when we were up 9, I thought we played not to lose, as opposed to, you know, trying to be aggressive. But no matter how you slice it, you know, if we hit those free throws, and you know, Karina made a great defensive play and hit the bottom of the rim, and she could have hit that layup, but you know, you just got to finish. As like I told them, I said, you know, gives it a new meaning when they say, you know, it's not over until it's over, and we led just about the whole game until the last 1/10 of a second. My biggest concern is how we regroup for the next game. That's right. You know, that's my biggest concern right now, because this took a lot out of it.
Coming off the game at UConn during the week, you had to regroup there too. Were you surprised by the performance and the fight your team showed coming off of a loss like that?
No, I thought our fight would be even that much more because of the UConn game. As I told them, you know, what will define you is really what you do the next game, and take out your frustrations, take out what we didn't do, you know, on the next team, and we did that. This team needs to learn how to finish, and that's, you know, I really, to be honest, I really thought we would finish this game. And, you know, I know Keena feels bad. She doesn't usually miss those free throws, and, you know, that hurt us. You know, going 50% in the first half, around 50%, I believe it was. But, you know, we got to knock down those freebies.
The last shot, with I guess it was 1/10 of a second left, gets reviewed by the officials. What's that like? What did you see, or what did you think you saw, and what's that like, the waiting process, waiting for the answer from them?
Well, the waiting process is a lot harder, especially as a coach, when you think it's good. Because I thought it was good. And so, you know, I kind of felt like I was expecting that, and that made it difficult. But, you know, we had 3 white jerseys in the paint, and, you know, we didn't, I think everybody thought the shot was going to go in, or either that, they thought the clock was going to expire, and you can't, you know, you got to lay bodies on people.
You mentioned Karina Baker. She hit 3 3-pointers, as you said, made several good defensive plays. Was this her best game of the year?
I don't know if it's her best game. I'd like her to, though, do those things in the first half too. You know, and I talked to her about this the other day. She's waiting to late in games to be aggressive and score, and she did some great things that second half. That's why I don't think we ever took her off the floor. But she's got to be able to put 2 halves together for us, because I think it'll make all the difference in the world if she can do that the first half.
Mallory Singleton, another 10 points, 7 rebounds. At one point early in the second half, she got her 3rd foul pretty early in the second half, and you looked like you were sort of wrestling with the decision whether to leave her in or take her out. How hard was it to leave her in with 3?
Well, she was playing well that first half. I had a great first half. She never got into the flow of the game the second half because she was in foul trouble, and then of course they had called that foul at the end of the game where she wasn't really in the play. And, you know, you've got to make sure, too, because when you ask somebody to review something, and if it's not the case, then you charge a timeout. Timeouts became crucial there. But, you know, she was playing well, and You do, you wrestle with it, but Raven came in, and I thought she did some good things.
You mentioned the free throws that were obviously very significant in the outcome. Keena missed 2 with, I think it was 30 seconds left. Are you surprised that she then bounced back and hit the 2 after that with 8 seconds or whatever it was?
Yes.
You talked about regrouping. How do you go about repairing their psyche and confidence in regrouping?
That's a good question, because if you're a competitor, you can say what you want. If you're a competitor, this is gonna hit hard. It's gonna hit home. It's gonna stick with you for a while, because this was a big game. This is a team that's, this is a top 30 team, top 27 team. I mean, they were in the top 25 a couple of weeks ago. This is a game where we led the whole game until the last 10th of a second. So, obviously we come back and practice tomorrow. Probably have to be a light practice. I don't know that it would be worth showing them film, because I don't think that's what they want to see. It's going to be tough. Tomorrow's going to be a tough day. I don't think it'll be a good day. I'm not looking forward to it.